149 pounds. Yianni Diakomihalis on the mat against Dylan Chappell.
Yianni already in on Chappell's legs, looking for the finish. Limp arms his left arm out, picks up the takedown. And Yianni, tight waist on the left side, looking to drive over that right arm with the tilt. Chappell rolling all the way through to avoid giving up backs.
Chappell was in one of the more thrilling bouts, beat the #1 seed, Doug Zaff, and that, we touched on it earlier, JD, but the seeding committee at EIWA's followed a formula and then elected by at least 2/3 of the coaches not to revisit some of the seeds that didn't make sense, like Yianni not having the #1 seed. But it is what it is, and Doug Zaff fought valiantly, was leading for most of the match, but Dylan Chappell came from behind, got the dub, and now qualified for the NCAAs.
The escape for Chappell. Yianni right back in on Chappell's legs, same position. Gonna limp arm that right arm out. No, not limp arm. Just ends up coming behind.
So only 2 qualification spots earned by the conference here. So Yianni and Dylan are the only ones that will earn one at the end of this tournament. But there's a good chance if Zaff, who is in the 3rd place bout right now, wins, he may get an at-large.
And Yianni pulling Chappell back. Chappell going to be looking for the defensive fall.
Wouldn't that be a wild turn of events? It is not to be, though.
It is good for an escape for Chappell, but only to get immediately taken back down. And Yianni's got his left arm trapped. Thought he was going to be able to get some backs off it, but Chappell able to get back to his stomach. Yianni reaching back. He's tough with this bow and arrow here. 25 seconds to use it, and Yianni torquing Chappell over. Chappell staying tough, not giving up backs yet. Really close right here, right on the line at 90. 8 seconds. Chappell's not gonna give up back points there, but that's not gonna feel good tomorrow.
Yeah, that bow and arrow, they practiced that a lot at Cornell. It wasn't just Gabe Dean and then Max Dean. Chappell, in a sense, playing with house money to a certain extent. You've already qualified for the NCAAs. You're going against a 3-time NCAA champ, and you're a very heavy underdog. So why not go for broke?
Lift and return, but a switch off the return for Yianni. Man, he makes it look easy.
In that instance, to Yianni, it did seem easy.
I assure you, Division I wrestling is not this easy.
No.
For 95% of the population.
But when you break a international medal drought at 65/66 kilos, that goes back to 2006, like Yianni just did. College wrestling is comparatively a much easier task.
There's the 4 near fall off the bow and arrow for Yianni.
Yianni did give up a takedown in his semifinal bout.
He did give up a takedown.
On his way to a 16-3 or
18-3 at tech fall, I believe.
Yeah, 16-3 would not be a tech fall. But, you know, he's not invincible. He does have a loss this season, but He's working on a 10-point lead with 3 minutes of riding time with 30 seconds left in the second period. Head coach Mike Gray in the corner, assistant coach Nick Wisdowski, who was just recently in Egypt wrestling in a UWW ranking series tournament.
Back to that bow and arrow.
Yeah, they were yelling for cradle. Yianni says bow and arrow. Second period in the books. Chappell says, no more bow and arrows for me. At least I get a brief reprieve. We're going to go neutral. Yianni shoots underneath. Chappell grabbing far ankles, trying to scramble out of it. Yianni gaining height. They both have respective far ankles. There comes the crossface, just very slowly, like horror movie-esque. Just, all right, this is happening now.
Yeah.
And two more for Yianni, 14-2. He's thinking about his next move. He's got 1 minute to get a tech fall, or fall. And shout out to the volunteers that have to clean up the blood on mat 3 is what they're doing now. They've been very busy this weekend cleaning mats. And a very thankless job, so we want to change that and give them our thanks. Keep the wrestlers safe and healthy. Keep the mats clean. 20 seconds to go. Yianni looking for more back points, but misses the near fall, and Chappell finds a way out of his clutches.
Yianni darting in. Chappell leg passing all the way through. Yianni looking to put him in danger.
So no tech fall for Chappell. Yianni, a major decision. You know he wanted that mat stoppage. But four-time EIWA champion, Cornell's third.